Now official, a new name's been added to the race for Georgia governor, and it's a big one. Former U.S. Senator David Perdue says he's going to try to unseat his fellow Republican Brian Kemp. We want to get right out to CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm. She's live at the state capitol. Rebecca, the gloves are off. We're learning that this is going to be one of the nastiest and probably one of the most expensive political fights this state has seen.
Yeah, Gravier, I got to tell you, there is a lot of angst right. They will now fight each other to try to maintain Republican control under the Gold Dome.
I'm David Perdue. I'm running for governor to make sure Stacey Abrams is never governor of Georgia.
In a video announcement, former U.S. Senator David Perdue made it official. He will try to unseat fellow Republican Brian Kemp in the 2022 governor's race.
Look, I like Brian. This isn't personal. It's simple. He has failed all of us and cannot win in November. Instead of protecting our elections, he caved to Abrams and cost us 2 Senate seats, the Senate majority, and gave Joe Biden free rein.
That lays down the dividing line in this race. And that is, do you think Brian Kemp did enough about the 2020 election?
Republican strategist Brian Robinson says Perdue, a cousin of former Governor Sonny Perdue, who has the support of former President Donald Trump, is setting his sights on Georgia primary election voters, some of the most conservative in the country. He says the announcement could have a huge impact on Kemp's fundraising.
A lot of Kemp's donors are Perdue donors. They're going after the same people. Their networks are the same people. Those people now have to choose. So that does reduce Brian Kemp's pool to some degree.
He says there's no question this will be the most watched race in the country, one that could fracture an already divided state Republican Party even more.
This is going to be a very emotional campaign. It's going to be nasty, and it's going to be destructive. I will tell you, there will be a lot of personal relationships that will never mend after this year. It will be that bad.
Now, Governor Kemp says he is ready for this fight. He has a proven track record. As for a third Republican in the race, former Democrat Vernon Jones, Robinson thinks Trump surrogates will try to convince him to bow out. He says with Perdue now in the race, there is no fundraising path forward for Jones. So far, no indication that Vernon Jones will back down. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Yeah, Rebecca, and it's just beginning.